Hello there. I'm about to head to a doctor's appointment that I've been kind of eagerly anticipating, and I wanted to give you some updates and like clarification pre and post appointment and whatever changes might happen to my healthcare plan. So I have chatted in the past about kind of what the status is on everything. I'll go ahead and link the video that I discussed that somewhere. What? I'll go ahead and link that video. But essentially, very long story short, with my chronic conditions, which is migraine and anxiety and ADHD, something I've really been fixated on lately is noticing how much my hormones strongly impact my symptoms and just quality of life. Like every single month, I feel like it's getting harder and harder and more apparent that I struggle so much with literally half of my menstrual cycle. So that's something I'm really wanting to take into account. I have tried a couple of things, both from the guidance of my neurologist for my migraine health and then my psychiatrist for my mental health. So I've tried different medication regimens. I have tried some supplements and just tried to track things and pay attention and be a little bit more mindful and try to like do holistic stuff on my own too as well, like thinking about lifestyle factors that could be contributing to the worsening of everything for half of my life, essentially. But I am just fed up at this point. I'm fed up and I ultimately want to just get rid of my menstrual cycle. I just want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of her. She should just go away. So I have no idea what the best case scenario is from today, but basically I'm seeing my primary care physician today and I want to ask her about what solutions might be available to me. I'm so conflicted and confused because what I'm doing right now for my birth control management is I have a copper IUD. So it's a non-hormonal device, the IUD, and it's effective, obviously, but I did it several years ago, and we're not quite to the point where I need to switch it out yet, but I did it in a state of my life where I was kind of wary about medication and like medical interventions and stuff like that, just for a myriad of reasons, but also because I was very freaked out at the way my body reacted to different hormonal birth control methods. So I have migraine with aura, and I have to be careful about which birth control things I access because technically I have an increased risk of stroke, and that is really complicating a lot of the things that I'm thinking about right now. So I'm not supposed to have excess estrogen in my medication, but I have unofficial PMDD. My psychiatrist has basically described what I'm experiencing to be that in our last couple of appointments, but I don't think I'm officially diagnosed with it. So when I've looked into it just barely, and when I look into like ADHD and how that goes hand in hand with what I'm experiencing, what I'm finding is like the things without estrogen aren't really that effective. So I'm a little bit frustrated. I don't know. And I'm just kind of hoping that if I get some sort of progestin only birth control method, I'm just hoping that the stability of my hormones all month long is going to be enough to alleviate all these things that I'm experiencing. But I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if that's going to be a pill. I don't know if that's going to be getting a new IUD. That would be the best case because I'm not always super reliable about taking medications. I've been doing a lot better because I take medications every day for ADHD again. My migraine prevention, I used to take daily medications, but again, I suck at that. And I've used to take birth control pills, but I was very inconsistent about it. But now for my migraine, I just take a monthly injection. So that's like way easier on my mind. But again, I'm taking medications daily now for my migraine, and I'm taking supplements daily too. Based on my lab results that I just got, I now take vitamin D and vitamin B12. Why am I out of breath today? I'm also like extremely anxious today. I think my period's starting today, and I think that that's really not helping. Like I woke up in a terrible mood. I've been grouchy for days. For weeks, if we're being honest. But I'm very anxious today. I've been very anxious all weekend, and today is Monday. Like highly anxious. That's why we're doing this. That's why I'm trying to get a handle on this situation. I don't know. I guess that's where I am right now. You kind of have the whole picture right now, and I'm about to head to this appointment, and I'm just curious to see what she says. I don't know where we're gonna go, like what direction we're gonna go. I know what I want to happen. Again, doing some sort of birth control regimen that essentially eliminates my cycle. Like I would like to just not have to deal with that anymore. Whether that's taking a pill every day or getting a new IUD. I don't know. That would be the dream, but I don't really know what she's gonna say, my doctor. So I will let you know how that goes later. I also have other things going on this week. I do have an follow-up psychiatry appointment later this week. I don't know. Based on how things go today, we'll see if I have to take you along with that as well. But she just started me on a new medication at our last appointment for the situation, and it's not been helpful. So whenever we follow up, we'll probably talk about discontinuing that and what other strategies we might want to consider if I don't figure out something with my primary care. So that's kind of what's going on this week. Okay, I will chat with you later. Okay, hi. I just got out of my appointment with my doctor, and I'm feeling positive about the direction we're going. So my dream situation did not occur. I am still going to be having a menstrual cycle, but we are going to start adding on a birth control pill, and she described it as a low estrogen one. I don't know the details yet. I'll look it up more when I have like the actual prescription, but low estrogen because we kind of talked about my concerns with like I was told to avoid estrogen, but then I find that that's supposed to be helpful for the other things I'm dealing with. And I do have a history of being on an estrogen containing birth control pill with no issues at that time, and I'm not a smoker, etc., etc. So my overall risk for stroke is lower. So she's like, yeah, we'll do an estrogen thing for now, but low, I guess. I don't know. And then what we're gonna do for now, again, I feel like I'm saying the same words over and over, but I'm going to try 3 months of taking this once my current menstrual cycle is over, which I think is starting today, if I haven't said that already. So I think it's starting today, which makes a lot of sense because I feel yucky and I have felt more anxious than ever the last 3 days in a row. So it must be today, hopefully. Oh my goodness. So I think that that's going to start today, and then I'm going to start the pills either when the cycle's done or on a day that's going to be like an easy, like keeping it consistent, whether it's Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. Yeah, and so we're going to try the pills in addition to the Paragard copper IUD I have right now for 3 months, and I have a follow-up already scheduled, and then we'll talk about it. And I did ask her about some other alternatives that we could consider. I kind of expressed that I'm like, at this point I'm so sick of my menstrual cycle, I want to get rid of it. So we did talk about the possibility of doing like a continuous pill thing, and she's open to it, but she's like, let's not do it right away, like let's try this first and then see where we want to go, and hopefully this does help. We did kind of check in about my psych meds as well to see kind of what she recommends some of her patients do sometimes, and just like how maybe this could potentially work down the road, especially with my addition of Prozac that I've been taking. I forget if I've gone through my medications today, but yeah, I started Prozac about a month ago. Oh gosh, I feel so buzzy and anxious and yucky. Let's see, what else do I have to tell you? So we're gonna try this for 3 months. I'm gonna pick up the prescription once I can. I need to go to Walgreens today anyway because I'm a little overdue for getting my Emgality injection. I'm supposed to take that the first of the month, and today's like the second or third. I actually tried to pick it up at the pharmacy yesterday, but the pharmacy was closed. I waited till like right after they closed to try to pick it up, which is stupid, but I gotta go to the pharmacy anyway. So we'll pick both of those things up hopefully later today, and then yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have to update you about anything else. Like I told you, I have a psychiatrist appointment later this week, but we basically already kind of talked about the direction that might go in the future at this appointment. So I think for now I may consider keeping the Prozac for at least like another month or so. I don't know, I feel like I'm not that interested. But I don't know if that's just because I'm so fixated on like the other thing being the solution, like getting rid of the menstrual cycle. So I don't know. But in 3 months, we'll kind of talk about if the pill is helpful, if it's working, if I want to continue it, if I want to take out the Paragard and use just other birth control. I don't know. We're going to explore opportunities in the next 3 months. And I'm actually very excited because I looked at the calendar, and in 3 months it'll be May. And I have it in my head that everything's better in May. Like that's when like winter is like done, over. I'm not going to be cold anymore. Like that's the marker for me in my mind, even though spring is sooner than that. Anyway, well, at least I think it is. I don't know. I'm going to go to work. I have to go to work. Very sad. I actually have to call a colleague too. She called me when I was in the waiting room, and I was like, uh-oh girl, I have no time. And then I had to end the call abruptly. We're supposed to be meeting this week to go over stuff for my vacation in Cancun. Again, I'm so relieved that hopefully the period starts now, so minimal impact on my trip, please. I do have such a busy week ahead of me though. Oh my god, I'm dreading it. That's probably not helping my anxiousness. Any hoodly doodle. I think I'll leave you there. Let me know any of your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe, and we will continue going on this health journey together, trying to fix my mental, emotional health. Mental and physical. I guess that's what I meant to say. My physical and my mental health. Not fix it, but treat it, manage it, improve it. Okay, toodles, guys.